Final Cat. Shout out to before they were famous, and shout out to Rihanna, and most importantly, shout out to y'all that's tapping in. I definitely want to shout out to Rihanna for the simple fact that she moved away from music and started killing it, like started doing her thing. Um, she came back to music for a little bit, but I doubt she really care about music. When it comes to music, you don't get all the bread you're supposed to get. So it's like me personally, if you could leverage and do music and find a way to spin off that to something else that gives you 100% or at least more than what you're getting from rap, I say continue it. Without further ado, we're gonna get straight into the video.
Hi. The title of Rihanna's 2016 smash hit single, Work, could also undoubtedly serve as her own personal motto. Riri is easily one of the busiest and most successful women on the planet, and her absolute litany of income revenues have added up to a 600 million fortune, making her the wealthiest female musician in the world, ahead of the likes of Madonna, whose worth is 570 million, Celine Dion, my fave, who has a net worth of 450 million, and even Rihanna's good friend, the queen bee herself, Beyonce, who's estimated to be worth 400 million. For those of you keeping track at home, that also makes her one of the wealthiest self-made women under the age of 40, and Riri doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon. She told T, the New York Times style magazine, "I never thought I'd make this much money, so a number is not going to stop me from working. I am working out of what I love to do, what I am passionate about." But as passionate as Rihanna is for how she goes about making them her money, she's equally adept at spending it, regularly showing up on red carpets when those were a thing, wearing not only some of the nicest outfits from her own Fenty line of fashion, but also some of the most expensive jewelry on the planet. She also knows how to invest in real estate, having owned a ton of different properties over the years, including this absolutely gorgeous resort-style home in her home country of Barbados. And how can we take a look at her expenses without touching upon her killer car collection, which includes a classic Lamborghini Aventador worth close to $1 million. Rihanna might have made her mark as one of the world's most popular singers in the world, with hit songs like Umbrella and the aforementioned Work. But music isn't the only revenue stream that allows her to afford all of that nice stuff. Over the years, Rihanna has also evolved into a powerful businesswoman and style icon thanks to entrepreneurial ventures like her Fenty Beauty makeup line, her Savage Fenty lingerie catalog, and her newly opened clothing house simply titled Fenty. That has made her the first black woman in charge of a major luxury fashion house. And guys, I haven't even begun to break down her endorsement deals and starring roles in some of Hollywood's biggest movies. So sit back and enjoy yourselves, because this is going to be a full one. What's up, guys? It's your girl Azalea Hart, back at it again with a brand new video. This one taking a look at the rich life of Rihanna, my fellow Caribbean girl, here for you on Before They Were Famous. Now that she's one of the wealthiest women in the world, Rihanna is looking to do a whole bunch with her collective fortune, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at AzaleaZoe to let me know what you think of the episode. All right, let's get into the story. We are going to kick things off by jumping right into the thick of things and investigating Riri's biggest payday. Now, it might surprise you to find this out, but as world famous as Rihanna is for her unbelievable musical talent, it's actually her makeup brand, Fenty Beauty, that is believed to be responsible for the largest portion of her wealth. When the line launched in Sephora stores back in September of 2017, it quickly became a viral success. In fact, reports suggest that the brand new beauty line made as much as 100 million in sales in its first few weeks, which is largely propelled thanks to Riri's 70+ million Instagram followers. That initial lump sum was the largest amount of money that Rihanna had made in such a short length of time, and since then, the line has only grown further. I'll get into some more numbers in a minute, but now that we've learned about her career payday, let's circle back to the beginning and look at her music. Rihanna was first discovered as a teenager by American record producer Evan Rogers, who was visiting her home country of Barbados. After hearing her sing, he helped her record a demo, which eventually found its way to Jay-Z. After flying to New York to audition for the rap mogul, Jay-Z knew immediately that he had a star on his hands. Umbrella was Rihanna's first hit song, and really, who can forget it? It topped the charts for weeks back in 2007 and went on to sell something like 6.6 million copies, making it one of the best-selling singles of all time. In fact, Jay-Z's label Roc Nation, to which Rihanna is signed, boasts that she's the top-selling digital artist of all time, having sold 60 million albums and 215 million digital tracks worldwide. Her world tours are also always one of the most in-demand tickets all around the globe, and in 2013, her Diamonds World Tour made a gross profit of nearly $142 million, while 2016's Anti-World Tour banked a further $106 million. Over the years, she's earned herself a whole bunch of awards to go with.
She's definitely one of the most paid female artists ever.
All that cash, including 9 Grammys, and she's established herself as a music icon. One thing is for sure, no matter what else is going on in her life, if Rihanna ever needs to make a quick buck, all she's got to do is finally release that R9 album that we've all been waiting on. Now, as I've kind of teased already, despite her gift for music, Rihanna's wealth hasn't been a direct result of her singing. Instead, it comes from her partnership with LVMH, a French luxury goods giant run by billionaire Bernard Arnault. Together, Rihanna and LVMH co-own Fenty Beauty, the makeup line that I've already told you guys was responsible for Riri's biggest payday. Fenty Beauty has differentiated itself from its competition by releasing 40 shades of foundation, far more than the handful of shades released by other brands. Estimated sales for Fenty Beauty in 2019 were said to be in the 600 million range, and Forbes estimates that the entire operation is worth close to 300 billion. And I know a couple of my dollars are in there too, because this is Fenty Beauty. Now, LVMH owns 50% of the company, while Riri owns about 15%, but that number is somewhat under dispute by Riri's own people, though they haven't provided a different number for clarity. So if we were to take these numbers as a given, that would mean that Rihanna's stake in the company is worth something like 225 to 300 million. Despite not owning the bulk share of the company, Riri prides herself in having 100% involvement in everything that goes on.
Man, when it comes to stuff like this, I'll be wishing they had like more of a more of a percentage of ownership when it comes to stuff like that. But I mean, she getting paid off of it. A win is a win.
I want women all over the world to feel great. I want all women to feel great. We are women and we have challenges. We deserve to feel beautiful.
With Fenty Beauty being such a smash hit, it was really only a matter of time before Riri branched out further, and that's exactly what she did when she created the Savage by Fenty line of lingerie. Teaming up with Los Angeles-based online fashion firm Textile in 2018, Riri unleashed her provocative designs onto an unsuspecting marketplace. Much like with her makeup line, Riri's lingerie was a smashing success, bringing in a reported annual revenue of about 150 million. But Riri still wasn't done. Last year, she teamed up with LVMH again, this time to create her very own clothing house that will make high-end clothes, shoes, accessories, and jewelry. In fact, it's the first fashion house that LVMH has worked on in close to 30 years.
This project came about with LVMH reaching out to me and wanting to collaborate on.
I knew she was paid when I used to work at, what was that, FedEx, and that's all you used to see is coming straight through the Fenty. I used to be like, God damn.
A brand from scratch and be partners, and it was a big deal to work with LVMH. It is, and I couldn't say no.
The fashion line launched in May of 2020 and includes sizes up to 14, embodying the same type of inclusive ideals as Riri's Fenty Beauty. With this line, Rihanna hopes to do the same thing for fashion that she's already done for beauty products. My best guess, she's going to succeed big time. When Riri isn't busy promoting her own products, she's also earned millions over the years by sponsoring other people's goods. I'm talking companies like River Island, MAC Cosmetics, Armani, Budweiser, Dior, and of course, Gucci. In fact, in 2014, she signed a $1 million deal with Puma to become their creative director, a move that boosted Puma sales by an impressive 16% that year. Since then, she's continued to serve as an ambassador for the brand in what is no doubt a lucrative 7-figure endorsement deal. Finally, let's take a gander at Rihanna's ever-growing filmography. Riri has starred in a number of films over the years, starting off in the direct-to-video sequel sequel, Bring It On, All or Nothing. That was before moving on to far bigger blockbusters like Battleship in 2012, Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets in 2017, and what's probably her biggest role to date, Ocean's 8 in 2018. Hard numbers on her contracts for those films aren't being widely circulated, but even though some of those roles weren't much more than glorified cameos, I wouldn't be shocked to find out that she made 8-figure deals for each of them based off of her celebrity alone.
Sorry, but you don't make the rules. I do.
Alright, now that we've taken a gander at how Riri works for her money, let's take a look at how she spends it. Riri has owned houses all over the globe, including the likes of Los Angeles, the Pacific Palisades, Manhattan, and even London. But for my money, the nicest home she's owned is the beach house in her home country of Barbados, which she purchased in October of 2013 for $22 million. Located at 170 Lane in Paynes Bay, this opulent 5-bedroom home overlooks the clear waters of the Caribbean Sea and features the kind of luxurious amenities that you would expect from such an estate, including a fully equipped gym, gigantic pool, and 24-hour concierge.
And that's like crazy. She got so much, like, I don't know if anybody's behind her or this is just her doing this naturally, but I find that to be very, very, very smart. Just venturing out for music, doing clothes, shoes, freaking makeup, in a way, real estate. You know what I'm saying? That's smart.
Inside is light and airy with a strikingly modern tropical design, while spacious balconies offer sweeping views of the lush gardens and endless scenery. There's also a gourmet kitchen and a spacious living area to unwind in for a little R&R. More recently, Riri has also picked up a brand new property in Los Angeles, but it isn't to live in. She actually bought the mansion to create her very own Fenty Beauty TikTok house in support of her stable of social media content creators. If you ask me, that's a pretty smart investment. Next, let's move on to some of Rihanna's most jaw-dropping jewelry. Whether she's opting for sparkling oversized hoops or layers of pearls, Riri has proven time and time again that no one does bling quite like her. Let's take a look at a couple of different getups like this black enamel and diamond theme. Her Webb's Cosmo earrings feature brilliant cut diamonds with black enamel set in 18-karat gold and platinum, worth a pretty cool $72,000. Meanwhile, she's decorated her fingers with 2 of the jeweler's rings as well, a tire ring which retails for $27,000 and a leopard ring with emerald eyes, which is worth even more, coming in at $32,000. Riri also piled on a whole bunch of Webb bracelets on both wrists, stacking up $48,000 in black enamel hinged cuffs outlined and accented with white diamonds. And if you think that was a lot of money, just wait till you hear about this next one. Here Riri is arriving in New York for her Fenty by Webster cocktail pop-up party, practically dripping in jewels. In total, she's wearing more than $833,000 in this picture. Let's break it down a little bit. Her show-stopping chandelier earrings include amethyst and emeralds, fire opals, turquoise drops, and brilliant cut diamonds in 18-karat gold and platinum. This set alone cost an
Ain't opal like a October birthstone or something like that?
unbelievable $585,000. She's also wearing several bracelets and cuffs, including $145,000 aquamarine stud cuff and cocktail rings worth close to $50,000 each, including this geometric gold and diamond ring, as well as a cubist ring. Now, if you're wondering what kind of car collection Riri has, it's a pretty exhaustive one, but the jewels, so to speak, is the Lamborghini Aventador that she's owned since 2013. This $750,000 Italian sports car is known not only for its sleek exterior and impressive price tag, but because of how powerful it is under the hood without giving up anything in the name of comfort. Named after a fighting bull, this car can crack a top speed of 217 miles per hour and has more than 700 horsepower, which makes it one of the most popular sports cars when it comes to celebrities. Finally, Rihanna also is one of the most charitable individuals you will ever meet. Her Clara Lionel Foundation has recently raised more than $22.5 million for coronavirus relief, and Riri herself donated an astounding $5 million to help with the effort. Not only that, she further donated close to $1 million worth of ventilators to her home country of Barbados. Rihanna's vocal talents might have been the key to her success, but as you can see from everything I've gone over just now, her talent never stopped at just music. From humble beginnings to the pinnacle of stardom, Rihanna's talent and business acumen has served her well and enabled her to create a wildly successful career on multiple fronts, bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars each year. Alright guys, I think we'll bring this story to an end right here. What did you think of Riri's tale? Are you surprised to find out she makes more money from her business ventures than her music?
No.
Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Before They're Famous, me at Azalea
Shout out to you, Azalea. Shout out to Before They Were Famous. I'm proud of her, man. I'm proud of her. It's definitely smart. She used her music to get her foot in the door and then spin it up to something else to make more money. And that's what it's all really about. With that being said, I shout out to Rihanna. Appreciate y'all for the love and support. Love is love, and I'm gonna catch you on the next video.